Good morning, dear students. Welcome to our general English class. Hope all of you have started writing the table of tenses as I have told you to write. You need to learn and write those tables as it is a part of your exam. So, learn them well. And today we will be starting with our next chapter, that is phrases. Lesson number 20 on page number 113 of your textbook. First of all, let us see what exactly is a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that go together but do not make a complete sentence. So, what does it mean? It means that phrase is a group of words and those words will not make a complete sense. It will not make a complete sentence. Phrases act as a single part of speech in a sentence. Okay, it's a part of sentence and it does not has a total meaning. Okay, now you can see phrases in English have a phrase is a group of word in a sentence that does not have a subject nor a verb. ना उसमें subject होता है ना उसमें verb होती है. A phrase cannot express a complete thought on its own because it lacks a subject and a verb. तो वो पूरी तरह से कंप्लीट सेंस नहीं बता सकता, टोटल सही तरीके से समझ नहीं पड़ता. सो फ्रेज एग्जैक्टली डोंट मेक अ कंप्लीट सेंस, दे डोंट मेक अ कंप्लीट थॉट. A phrase is composed of a head and also is known as a head word which defines the grammatical nature. The unit will assume a single or multiple optional modifiers. Okay, this point is not very important for you, but it is saying that phrase is composed of a head. That means it has something to express and it may have one or more than one modifiers. Fine. Modifiers means it may be an adverb, an adjective that modifies something about the noun, that are called modifiers. So phrase can have more than one modifiers. Now let us have some examples of phrases. A phrase is a grammatical term referring to a group of words that does not include a subject and verb. So there are various types of phrases. Look at the image, you can understand. Noun phrase, verb phrase, gerund phrase, infinitive phrase and prepositional phrase. ये सब आपको पढ़ने हैं. It's given in your textbook also. Noun phrase like Friday became a cool and wet afternoon. Verb phrase says Mary might have been waiting outside for you. Gerund says eating ice cream on a hot day can be a good way to cool off. Indefinite phrase she helped to build the roof. Prepositional phrase in the kitchen you will find my mom. Okay, so these are some example. Now let us have a look on a video and then you can understand better.
A phrase is a group of related words. It does not have a subject and a predicate pair. A phrase does not express a complete thought. It depends on other words or phrases to form a meaningful sentence. For example, big and small shells were scattered here and there on the beach. There are different types of phrases that belong to different parts of speech. Let us study them one by one. Noun phrase: Nikki and Ricky. My best friend. Verb phrase: were scattered. Can be seen. Adjective phrase: many colorful shells. Pretty and delicate. Adverb phrase: amazingly beautiful. Watching carefully. Prepositional phrase: underwater. On the beach.
Now let us open our textbook on page number 113. You have lesson number 20, that is phrase. I'm reading it out and explaining you turn by turn. Okay. Look at the following groups of words: in the class, of great wealth, visiting holy places. All these are incomplete. They don't make a complete sense, right? So they are said to be phrases. Each of these groups of words, there is some meaning conveyed, but the meaning is not complete as the context is not specified. Such a group of words that conveys some sense but not complete sense is called a phrase. A phrase is a group of words that is a part of sentence and does not contain a finite verb. It may, however, contain a non-finite verb, an infinite participant or gerund. We have already learned finite and infinite verbs, right? वर्ब्स वाले चैप्टर को रिवाइज करना तो तुमको पता चलेगा कि आपने क्या लर्न किया था, ठीक है। तो यहाँ पे क्या बोला है पैराग्राफ में कि जो फ्रेज़ होता है वो ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड होता है, एक मीनिंग कन्वे करता है, लेकिन वो मीनिंग कंप्लीट नहीं होता। जैसे इन द क्लास, तो इन द क्लास क्या हुआ, बॉयज़ वर फाइटिंग, गर्ल्स वर सिंगिंग, क्या हुआ क्या वो बताया नहीं है। ऑफ ग्रेट वेल्थ, तो क्या है ऑफ ग्रेट वेल्थ, वो भी नहीं बताया है। विजिटिंग होली प्लेसेस, कौन विजिट कर रहा है, क्या हो रहा है, वो भी हमको कुछ बताया नहीं है। ओके, लेट अस सी सम फ्रेजेस गिवन। देखो नीचे कुछ दिया है फ्रेजेस दैट विल बी लर्निंग। ओके, मिस्टर शर्मा इज़ अ मैन ऑफ ग्रेट वेल्थ। तो यहाँ पे पूरा सेंटेंस बना है, उसमें ऑफ ग्रेट वेल्थ फ्रेज है और यहाँ पे सेंटेंस बना है, इसलिए कंप्लीट सेंस अपने को पता चल रहा है। अब नीचे देखो क्या लिखा है, अ फाइनाइट वर्ब इज़ वन दैट इज़ कंट्रोल्ड बाय द सब्जेक्ट एंड द टेंस। आई रीड बुक्स, शी रीड्स बुक, they read book. In each sentence, the verb changes according to the subject. In other words, the verb is limited by person and number. It is therefore a finite verb. Non-finite verb talk of an action but do not change with subject or tense. I like to read books. It's a non-finite verb. Fine. So finite verb and non-finite verb, if you don't understand, go to verbs chapter. We have already discussed each and everything, right? Fine. So now we'll read the small green box which is given. Grammar point. Phrases generally do not contain finite verbs. However, verbs phrases are an exception to this rule. Okay. So verb phrases are exception to this rule. Which rule? That verb phrases do not contain finite verb. Okay. Now let's move ahead. There are several ways in which a phrase is formed. A phrase may begin with a preposition. For example, he acted with great responsibility. I went to the market. A phrase often begins with a participle. The man sitting there is a friend. Crushed to pieces, the vase lay on the floor. So see how the examples are given. Man sitting. Sitting is a participle. Okay, crushed to pieces is a participle in the past tense, right? Similarly, above, he acted with is the preposition, to is the preposition. So there are prepositional phrases. With great responsibility is the phrase. To the market is the phrase. The man sitting there is the phrase, and crushed to pieces is the phrase. Okay, next you have sometimes a phrase begins with an infinitive, like I have learned to play the guitar. To play. Kamal loves to eat Chinese food. To eat Chinese food is the phrase. Next you have sometimes a phrase begins with a gerund. Harry enjoys swimming in the exercise. Gerund is ing form. So swimming is there. That is the gerund. Okay. Bala loves eating ice cream. Eating. My mother enjoys teaching young children. Teaching is the gerund. Okay. So hope you understood what exactly is a phrase. Phrase does not has a subject and a verb, but it does not state a complete meaning also. That's all for today, students. Noun phrases will start from tomorrow. See you all soon.